I'm hoping that this list of things I'm not buying will inspire you to use up the things you have in your home first, and maybe add some of these items on your list as well. I want to preface that if anyone asks me to buy any of these things on my list for them as gifts, I still will do that. I'm just not buying anything on this list for me. So what are the 10 things that I am not buying in 2025? The first thing I'm not buying in 2025 is any more decorative pillows. I have enough decorative pillows for holidays, and as cute as they are whenever I go to HomeSense, I'm always tempted, but I don't need any more. My husband is the one that makes our bed in the morning, and I do not want to add more work for him to add more pillows on the bed. I generally don't keep so many decorative pillows, but I do have one snowflake one for Christmas and a few decorative Christmassy pillows for our couch. The next thing I have too many of, and I'm not buying any in 2025, is candles. As you see in the clip, I have so many candles to use through. I don't know when I'm going to be able to light them all. I did just get a candle warmer, so I'm hoping to utilize that more often so that I get through all of the candles that I have and I don't consume or bring any more into my home. I'm not sure if I'm the only one, but sometimes I feel like candles make me a bit sensitive. Sometimes it makes me feel like my throat's a little bit itchy, so I'm not even using them as much. And when I do, I usually pick one candle that I love, and I really don't need to buy any more. Candles are really nice, and they do change an environment, and the beautiful glow of a flickering light is so nice to look at and admire, but I just don't use them, and I have so many that I need to get through, so I'm definitely not buying any. And if you have a lot of candles too, I'd recommend trying your best to use through them in 2025 and not just continually collect candles. So I definitely have enough holiday towels for the kitchen. I think I've collected enough for Valentine's Day, summer, spring, fall, winter, and I do not plan on buying any more. This one I may buy if one of them breaks down or gets really dirty, but I don't tend to use my decorative towels. I just put them on the oven, and then I have a towel that I use right beside it, so I don't think I'm gonna buy any of them. And if I find one that I love and adore at HomeSense, I'm going to just walk away because I don't need it. So I am not buying any more holiday themed spring, summer, seasonal kitchen towels. Also, another thing, I have way too many perfumes that I need to get through. I don't have a huge collection, but I definitely have been buying a few this year, and I got a few as gifts from my husband that I absolutely love and adore. But I have too many, and if you didn't know, perfume actually does go bad. It does expire, it can mold, which is very rare, but the scents do change. I have heard of people saying that it molds when they leave it in the bathroom, which is where I store my perfume, so I'm a little bit worried, but so far my perfume has been fine, but I just don't need any more. I have too much, and I just need to use through them all, and I'm going to feel very happy and accomplished when I'm done using them all up, and I don't plan on purchasing as many in the future as well, and just keeping a few scents that I love. So you may think I'm crazy that this is a completely different category, but I am not purchasing any mini perfumes in 2025. As you can see, I have a whole collection of mini perfumes, and I've been collecting them for a few years, and I love them, but I just don't use them, and I have too many, and the joy of collecting mini perfumes, I just don't have anymore. Another issue for me is whenever I saw at Sephora that they had a gift with purchase, so you spend a certain amount and then you get a gift with purchase, and it was a perfume, I would buy things to get that gift with purchase. So I'd be spending money that I don't necessarily need to spend just so I can get a cute little mini perfume. And as cute as they are, I don't need them, and they are just collecting dust because I think they're so cute and I'm not even tempted to use them. Like, I just don't want to use them up, but I definitely should. So I don't have any luxury purses because that doesn't excite me. It's not something I want to spend money on, but I do have enough purses, and I don't plan on buying any in 2025 and just using through the ones that I have. I actually recently just bought, maybe in the past couple of months, a few purses from Poshmark because there's a specific style I like from Matt and Nat, and they don't sell that style anymore, so I found some on Poshmark. And I don't necessarily regret purchasing those, but I haven't really gravitated towards using them, so they're just kind of sitting in my closet and I'm not using them. And I can only use one purse at once, so I really don't need to have so many purses. I also wanted to mention that if you love buying some things that are on my list that I'm not buying, go for it. This is just my list, and I'm not telling you what you should or should not be purchasing. But I think it's important sometimes that we look at our household and we look at the things that we're buying and consuming and see if we have too much in a category so that we can scale back and use the things that we have. I don't think I'm the only one that has too many books. I know some people are really good at being mindful with how many books they have in their home, but I have way too many books and I do not want to purchase any books in 2025. My best friend loves books, so I know I'll still be buying gifts for her that are book related and getting her books off her wish list. But I do not want to be purchasing or bringing in any new books into my home in 2025. I also tend to listen to audiobooks recently, and I don't tend to pick up books and read them, which I know is bad, and I should really read through the books that I haven't read, and I have. But my goal is to get through the books that I have, and if I'm not reading them within a year, I should either declutter them or give them away, because I really shouldn't be holding on to things that don't bring me value and that just sit on a shelf and collect dust. I know a lot of people love to buy books, and it brings them a lot of joy to have something that truly is an art form. Reading a book, someone put a lot of effort and time into creating that book and either writing a story or educating you on a topic, or self-help books that make you feel better or make you feel more motivated to do things. And I think books are amazing. But if you love books, I'd also recommend going to the library and checking out what books they have, because you'd be shocked what your local library has. I've also heard that you can donate books to the library. I'm not sure if it's regional dependent. Maybe your local library doesn't accept books, but I would definitely check that out to see if maybe you're trying to get rid of books, you can give it to them. I've heard that you can actually request books at your library. So if there's a specific book you want to read, you can request it and they may buy it. So you can also just rent it from the library instead of spending your own money on it. I think books are wonderful, but if you have a long list of TBRs, which means to be read, I would recommend trying to read through them in 2025 and save some money and use what you have already. So for this category, I actually just decluttered a ton of them, and the item is nail polish. I don't paint my nails, as you can see, and I don't get them professionally done just because I like to keep them long and healthy, and I know that when you get your nails professionally done, it does break them and make them unhealthy, is what I've heard from my friends that get their nails done. So I don't paint my nails, but I do paint my toenails, and there's only one color that I may purchase, and that's because I may run out, and it's like a summery coral color that I love. But other than that, I don't plan on being tempted by buying nail polish. When I see it in the store, I plan on just using up what I have, and hopefully I won't buy any in the whole year. So I have spent a lot of money at Sephora in the past year and the year before, and I'm really trying to cut back in 2025. So I am planning on not buying any new beauty products. I will be repurchasing items that I use every single day and that I use through. I don't want to buy any new beauty products, and I don't want to buy anything that I'm tempted to purchase because someone talks about it on the internet. I just want to repurchase things that I know works for me and works for my skin, and I'm not buying any new beauty products in 2025. I know it can be really fun to try new beauty products and try something fun and new, but I'm also a little bit scared to try new things because when you try a new face cream or different skincare, it can break you out, and I really don't want that to happen. So I'm very happy with my routine, and I don't plan on switching it up or using anything new in 2025. So the last thing I'm not buying is actually a category, and it's gonna be really difficult for me because I love buying things in this category, but I am not planning on buying any unnecessary kitchen appliances. Something about my husband and I that you may not know is that we love our little kitchen gadgets. We love to use them, and I'm not talking about unnecessary kitchen gadgets. I'm talking more like an espresso. I was gonna say espresso, what the heck? I'm talking more about an espresso machine, a nice toaster, a nice microwave, a nice kettle, and things like that. But sometimes I get sucked into the trends. I did buy a Ninja Creamy, and I do really like it, but I don't use it as much as I should be using it. And I really don't want to buy any unnecessary or trendy kitchen gadgets in 2025. I really do want a panini press, but I'm going to try and hold out because I don't know where I'd put it. I already have all the tools that I need in my kitchen. I have a really nice blender that I love, and like I said, an espresso machine and a toaster and a microwave and a KitchenAid mixer, so I really don't need anything. Like I said, the only thing on my list is a panini press, and I'm trying so hard not to buy one because I want one. I think it would be a great addition in my kitchen, but I don't think I have space for it, and if I do, I don't think it would be used as much as I think it will be used. So I'm trying my best not to buy anything for the kitchen that plugs into the wall, because that's what I consider a kitchen appliance. I'm not talking about little gadgets and things. I don't tend to buy unnecessary little gadgets anymore. I used to have a problem with buying too many little kitchen gadgets, but I'm happy that I've slowed down on doing that. So those are my top 10 things that I'm not buying in 2025. I think there's so many other things I'm not going to be purchasing, so I may make another video. But I want to mention once more that these items are wonderful items, and you can buy them if you'd like. These are just things that I'm not buying in 2025 because I want to be mindful of my consumption and use up the things I have, because if I don't, then it's just throwing away money if you buy things and don't use them. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you stick around for more financial content, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye!